Jonathan Vaughters is a former Tour de France teammate of Lance Armstrong. He admits using performance-enhancing drugs and testified against Armstrong before the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
What's your reaction to what he said, and did he go far enough?
Well, it's certainly a good first step. And, you know, to come forward like that publicly is you know, it's positive. But he's got to go to USADA, the World Anti-Doping Association, and testify under oath, potentially in a truth and reconciliation type atmosphere, and really get into the details. And you know, the reason for that is that in order for those details are what, you know, help develop new tests, improve anti-doping for the next generation of professional riders.
Was he telling the truth as he saw it?
It's it's hard to say. There's a lot of stories intertwined in there. I think that sometimes it takes a while, and it takes being asked those questions a few times and getting more and more comfortable with just letting it out. You know, when you guard a secret that long, it takes a while to let it go.
I want to get specific about some of the things he said in this interview. I mean, he denied ever threatening teammates. Is that truthful?
You know, he was an immensely intimidating person. And he was held by such high regard and such an icon in the sport. And when someone's in that position, you know, if they look cross-eyed at you, you know, you're worried about it.
I mean, he also said that he told Oprah he didn't even think what he did was wrong, and then he actually had to go to the dictionary to look up what a cheater was.
Well, you know, I can tell you, again, if you go to, like, you know, the guys who are racing now,
yeah.
And if you ask them, you know, if they think doping is wrong, their answer is going to be absolutely yes, and it's not even a second thought for them. But that's taken a lot of time and a lot of effort to get, you know, professional cycling to shift that mentality that way.
And part of the reason you're here, right, is you are trying to change cycling for the better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it has to happen. It has to happen, and you know.
And how does that start?
Well, I retired when I was 29 years old, which should have been the peak of my career. And the reason I retired was that I had doped, and I was driven insane by the constant decision of should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I. And when I stopped, you know, and I had to step away from the sport. It was the only way for me to get out.
What's the hardest thing for him to do now in his own mind?
In his own mind, I think the hardest thing is going to be to dig down a little deeper and to go in, like I said, to USADA and under oath, and you know that's going to be an effort, without a doubt.
All right, Jonathan Vaughters, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.